Coach, you can start with opening statements.
We just got done with practice. Obviously, a little humid today. Guys are battling through. You're at that time at camp where all of a sudden you've been out there going against each other a lot. And I think today, our guys understand they got to push through, and they did. So after another good practice against our defense and watching our special teams go, it was some good things today.
I think you just had your first official scrimmage, just recent. What were some takeaways from that, just as the team is progressing?
I just think we're making strides. Obviously, we got a lot of pieces that we're putting in place, but I think the guys are taking coaching, working hard at it, and competing against our defense. And our defense is doing a good job of giving us a lot of different looks. So every day we have to come out there prepared and ready to go.
Kind of big picture, you obviously spent a lot of time in the NFL, and the last few years have transitioned to the college game. I guess, what can you take from being around NFL offenses into the college game, and what's different about college?
Well, what's different about college is there's a lot of more things you can do, from a formation standpoint. Obviously, NFL game is a little bit different that way, but it's still football. It's still 11 guys out there playing, and your 11 got to be better than their 11. That's what it comes down to.
What do you like from your quarterback room so far?
I think guys are working hard. They're competing. Obviously everybody has different skill sets, so we try to play to the strength of that particular player. But I think they've taken the offense. They're working at it each and every day. And obviously Christian's a returning starter, and he's done a good job thus far.
How is your role different? Because I think technically last year you were a consultant. I don't know how to word it. I don't know how the college game it changes, but now you officially are the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
How has your role changed within the dynamics, interaction with players? More interaction, maybe just more structured?
A lot more interaction, obviously. So I lead that room. I lead that, side of the room, I should say, the offensive side and our coaches. But obviously all the strategy is still run through Coach McGee. It's his plan and what we're trying to do, but at the same time, I just get to head that piece of it up. So that's a lot different than what I was doing a year ago.
What was it about Coach McGee that made you want to come be a part of this project at Georgia State?
And just, where he comes from, what he stands for, the characteristics of the man. I think he's a tremendous leader. I think he cares about his players. I think he cares about his coaches. That's first and foremost. And then obviously he's won everywhere he's ever been. So I think anytime you can find those characteristics in a coach and a leader, you want to be a part of that. So it's been fun.
Coach McGee says it seemed like we had a level of comfort this season because last year was coming in, everything was falling into place. Mm-hmm. Players, coaches. Thoughts about this spring leading into this game?
Right. I think, coming in mid-year when he came in a year ago, I would think that's difficult for any coach, and definitely for a guy like Coach McGee. But then now being able to go through a full season, then go through a full season of recruiting, understand your players, understand the environment, everything that's going on. Obviously, I'm sure there's a lot more comfort for him in everything he's trying to do right now.
Also about recruiting, and it seems like he's pleased with what he's been able to assemble, especially with the offensive line. What's your observation of the line for this season?
We're bigger. I think we're stronger. I think we're a little bit more talented than we were a year ago, but you never know until you play, right? Until you play an opponent. But I think we've done a great job in recruiting, and now we need to show that as we start to play.
Obviously, everyone now knows what Ted is able to do on a football field after what he did last season. I guess, what was you and your offensive staff's message to him to maybe take that next step, whatever that looks like in 2025?
You just said it. Take the next step. You can't go backwards. He's Ted Hurst, and so you want your great players to play really good. They need to in order for your team to win, and that's what our expectation is for him, and I'm sure that's what he expects of himself.
And I guess having a guy like that might be the first name on the list for when opposing defenses are scouting for this team, what does that do for the rest of the room as far as maybe he's going to get a bracket here or there and it can open up other?
Oh yeah, they're going to chase him. That's for sure. I would make sure that I put the best defensive players on him because you got to shut him down. So that's another challenge for us as an offensive staff because we'll go as he goes. So we got to find ways to make sure you get it. But like you said, there's going to be other players that's got to do their part too in order for our offense to function well.
What's about the run game and some of the talent that's been assembled for the running back room?
Oh, absolutely. There's some talented guys back there, and we want to run the football. I truly believe you throw the score, but you got to run to win. So we have some guys that are dynamic that we can hand the ball to, and they got to make those plays. But there's only one football, right? So that will be a challenge, but it's a fun challenge.
as competition keeps going through camp, when does it start maybe formalizing guys are going to play this certain role, at least at the start of the season?
Well, I think that's a Coach McGee's question. I think he'll make those decisions as we go. My job is just keep leading this offense and getting them better each and every day. He'll take care of those things.
Yeah. What are some things you're looking for here in the closing few days before the season starts?
I'm sorry?
What are you looking for from this offense?
I just that we have touched all the different situations that happen, in football, that our guys understand what it takes to play a game, right? 65 to hopefully 70 plays in a game, just that consistency that it's going to take to be really, really good in order to go win football games. And so I think we talk about it all the time. Haven't had to do it yet, but we talk about it, but we're looking forward to it.
I don't the exact number of offensive guys that have come from all the way through winter to now. I don't know, but it's a lot of guys, especially versus last year coming in the middle of spring practice. What has that meant as far as kind of cohesion, getting to install things over a gradual period of time?
Yeah, it's been really important. I think that's been one of the cornerstone pieces of what we're doing because the system hasn't changed. So the guys have been able to hit the ground running, and other guys who've been here have been able to help the new guys that have come in. I think that's important too, because now they understand what that looks like and what it should be, and so they're able to have those conversations with them away from here, which I think helps your offensive football team get better.
Any other questions?